Alright, welcome back everybody to the 2024 Southwest Division Waterbury Championship here at Laguna Woods Lawn Bowling Club. We're about ready to start. In fact, we have started the third game of the day. This will be between Newport Harbor and Oaks North. So both of these teams so far, Waterbury is mixed triples, 3 bowls. So we're starting the first end here. Both of these teams are 3-1, so there's three-person teams. It's mixed or match. So we're starting with Newport having the mat, and Norma Goodhart, her first bowl. Not a bad start there. This will be Roger Teskey leading for Oaks North. A little heavy by Roger. Norma's second. All right. See if Roger can make his adjustment and get it around the corner. Looks like shot there. Norma's third. Yeah. Not bad by Norma. Just a little short on all three. You'd like to see her be a little bit up and through. Would be better from the lead. But going tee to tee, it's kind of, the natural fear of I don't want to put it in the ditch. So Roger's holding one and one in the ditch. And here comes a second. I'll have to ask Mike to mind the camera. So here's Lou Cohen. Yeah, Lou's a little short. Irene Mirwald. She'll be up next. Not bad, almost got the full promotion. Alright, Lou's going to try and draw it all the way around. That's pretty good, just not enough grass. I think he's going to get wrecked here in this front. Probably the line was good, he was just short. Needed some more weight on that. Like Irene. I think Irene's going to try and also get all the way around everything. Needs to slow down. Yeah, just too much. Too much into the ditch. Alright. Lou had I think he had the line right. He just needed a little more weight. I think he needs another 2 yards here. know if he's got it this time. Yeah, kind of missed that one. Short and narrow there. Alrighty, just kind of in between the two. Just better, might stay up. That's a pretty good bull by Irene. I like the position. All right. All right. Okay, here goes Mike Ruggles. He looks like he's a little tight as well. He's got a hit into Lou here. Rotored it pretty far away.
What's my best way in? What's my best way in? Forehand or back? Okay.
All right. Here's Peter Ritchie with the Red Bulls coming in the backhand. I think he promoted one of his own up into the head for a shot. It's kind of a little bit hard with the colors and everything, but I think he promoted one of Irene's bowls. That's what's right there for a shot now. So here's Ruggs. And there's Peter Ritchie again. He's try and slide in this little gap here. Just got wrecked on that bowl. It's kind of a tight little window there to try and get into.
Just down one. Good, Barb. Okay, I'm going to go at it.
I think Mike's going to try a drive here on this other side, see if he can get to the bowl. It's kind of a really tight window and really got to launch it, but he's going to give it a go. Well, bowl's out. Let's see what happens after the respot. Almost put it right back where it was. Changed it from 1 to 1. So I don't think anything's changed. Alright, here's Peter. He's going to try a little draw and see if he can slide in this little window he's been trying to get to before. Well, he got through the window. Hopefully he kept it. That should be the last ball. He might have drug it right to Irene's ones in the back, so I think he turned it from 1 to... He got at least 2 out of it, and I think 3. 3. So great shot.
3 or 4, Peter. 4. Thank you.
Oh, there's still eyeballing it. Now we're wondering if it's 3 or 4. It looks like 4. 4 it is on the first. Peter Ritchie with a great shot, getting the drag for 4 there. That's a hell of a way to start. He saw that little window. He had bowls in the back. He was holding one. There a lot of good things that could happen. And he managed to get the A result there. A 10-inning game, getting a 4 on the start is a pretty good deal. So, again, to focus what's going on. So we have the, as I said, the 3-person teams. So they're doing a round robin amongst all the other clubs. So after the first 3 games, when they played each other, then they'll tabulate the results, see who's in first and second, and then they'll play each other and have third and fourth play each other in their 2 games.
Well done.
So Roger a little short with his first. Norman with a pretty good solid bowl here, right to the tee, maybe 2.5 feet, short yard. See if Roger can add the 2.5 yards here. I think Roger did it again. He added a little bit, but not what he wanted. I don't think Norman put that one down real good. Let's see how it goes. No, it looks really good.
Great job.
Thought you put a little extra bounce on it, which might have been the difference of those 2 feet, though. But can't argue with the results. That was nice. All right, Roger really needs to get something here. Well, decent position, but you know that's really where your first ball should be. Your first ball should be behind like that, and then have the second and third. You're kind of fine-tuning it like Norma's done. See if Norma can get another improvement on her third, or even anything like her third would be second one rather would be great. Yeah, another good bowl. Great in by Norma. 3 really good bowls.
Oh, good try, John.
I think Irene might have overcooked this one. Let's see if it makes it all the way to the ditch or not. Yeah, it goes in. Alright, here's Lou. We got a chance for a big end here for Newport. I think Lou's following Irene. She might be going all the way to the back and maybe in the ditch himself. No, he's going to stay up at least.
Nice, John. Took it.
Not down, couple yards. Maybe again, Eileen.
Yeah, she just really overcooked this one again. Irene's going to go same thing, just all the way back in the ditch. Lou needs to take off at least a couple yards here.
Good weight.
Yeah, good weight. He's just a little narrow. That's all. All right, Irene really needs to help the team out here. Roger didn't really help too much, and she's thrown two in the dish. So you need to get one in there, or you're putting a lot of pressure on Peter. This looks much better here. This looks much better here. Yeah, it's a good bull there. Nice third bull there by Irene. Had the right weight, just kind of missed the line just a tad. See if Luke can make the correction on his line.
Deceiving. Yeah.
Just a little short. He's still trying to find his weight there. Well, it's at least two, potentially three.
Dave?
So again, both these teams are tied for first at 3-1, and I think that you can make a good argument that they would be the favorites coming in, and they've been trading the championship last couple of years. All right, Peter have to make that spectacular drag for 4 on the last bowl of last dance. Now step up to the mat down 3, or at least the worst 2 in a measure. Nice bowl there. Definitely 2 now. There's Ruggs. Yeah, good bull there. Wow, great result. That was wild. He managed to hit, to pop his own up, and then get his other one around without moving Peters into it. Looks like it's 3. He made it 3 again with that shot. Peter can afford to be a little positive here. He could push his zone. He could come to that inside bowl in that little pouch there, or he could get all the way to the jack. Just a little short. Let's see if Mike can get it right. Just a little heavy by Mike there.
Maybe a little over 2 feet.
There's Peter. Really kind of, I think he wants to be a little more positive here. I think positive shot's better. He's already got, 2 force. Really wants to be kind of up and through and either pumping his own up or getting all the way to the jack. Short's not going to do you any good. Trying to get a clean draw, it's tough. Yeah, a little short again. I thought Lou said he cut it to 1. And he also took away Mike's draw there. I mean, Mike, if he wants to try and keep going on that On the backhand, he'd have to go under the red or around it. He basically can't touch the red, either one. It might be better for him to go all the way around if he could get the corner. But the other way is safer.
Right about here.
All right, Mike's opting to go this kind of safer forehand. It's going to be hard to give away any points with this. How's his weight going to be? It's just a little heavy, but it was a good shot, good call, I think. Let's see what the count is. Just one. So a nice cut down though by Peter. I mean, I think he would have had a lot more benefit to doing a little positive, but he knew the shot he wanted to make, and he cut it to one. So mission accomplished there, because that was looking really bad. So it's 4-1 after two. And I have Norma with the mat. So Norma's got the mat, pretty much covering that tee in one mat length. She's got the front of the mat on the tee. All right, here's Norma.
Nice, Norma. Well done, Norma. Well done. Great start.
That's a good opener there.
You gotta take off that.
Maybe a couple yards behind. It's still a pretty solid opener. It's kind of the thing you want, is to be behind like that. All right, here's Roger. I had a lot of short pulls on the last end, and it looks like that's continued. It's Norma now. Just want to make the correction. She put her first bull behind as she should, and now just make the correction and drop a little weight. And it's a really good bull there. A nice second. Good lead play there. Just maybe 2 feet at most away.
Thanks for coming.
All right, here's Roger. See if he can add the weight that he needed from the last one. Looks pretty close. Oh, just couldn't get around the bull. Good effort, solid second though by Roger. I'd like to see him have a little more weight, but that's pretty good. Gets one in the area. Let's see if Norma can fine tune it some more. Yeah, kind of back with her first one. There's nothing wrong with that. And she's holding one on the jack, 2 in the back. Little room to draw, but not much. Roger's going to try it though. I'd really like to see him be positive, even if he's reaching to those 2 back bowls is okay. You just need to sit something kind of behind. He keeps coming up a little too short. Yeah, this is really good bowl there by Roger. There's nothing wrong with that. Good position bowl.
This is in the count. Okay. Give it a try.
Nice, John. You took some away.
Yeah, Lou's just missing his line. He hasn't figured it out just yet.
Wait. I would like you to play this side. Nice and gentle into the head.
All right, here comes Irene. Looks kind of heavy here.
Take some off next time, okay?
Just kind of popped into Rogers back there. All right, Lou again. See if he can correct his line here. Well, it's just not enough still. He's got good weight on both of those, but it just has not good enough grass. Alright, let's see if Irene, I think, had the line. She just needs to take some of the pace off.
Oh, this looks good, girl.
It comes around the corner. Yeah, not bad there. Alright, Lou really needs to take the grass. His weight's been really good. I think he's done it again. Yeah, he's missed narrow. It's going to be with his other two. And again, good weight. Alright, see if Irene can just make this minor correction here. Looks like the pace is a little better. Nope, took a little too much off. I really ran out of gas. Like the one before, really kind of felt like it was kept sailing, and that one just kind of seemed like it died. So it looks like Norma's opener is the one that's holding at the moment. Holding for one. Rogers right in front. The black ball for second. So still some room to draw. Not a lot of room, but some room. There's Mike. See if Mike can get around the corner here. Nope, he's going to hit Irene's. Hit that blue ball. Alright, let's see what Peter's going to do here. Alright, Peter's coming on his backhand. Looks pretty heavy. And he's missing everything. It seems like he's trying to do the combo, like he's trying to hit Rogers' front ball. He doesn't think he can draw it. Based on that pass, looks like he doesn't think he could draw it. So he was trying to hit into Rogers' front ball to hit into the shot ball and push it all the way through and then stay for two. Mike just back on the draw. It's not bad here. Looking pretty good. Yeah, it's a nice ball there. Don't know what's in the count, but it's close. It's a good ball. Peter's going to try something different this time. Yeah, I think he's going to just try switching hands, trying the draws. Should be able, if he can get around the front balls, he should be able to get all the way home. He's close. Yeah, just ticked the front. But just a little heavy.
Lou, how much do I have to take off to be in the count? how far through was that?
So Mike's trying to figure out how far through he was. So they can, I mean, he's got to be a really perfect draw. And, he wasn't far off. And there's not a ton of room to draw on. But he's going to give it a shot. Let's see if he can take a couple feet off and get in there. Trying really hard here. It's good effort. Pretty good bowl there. Enough for at least getting a measure in there for Roger to look at it. Thinks it might be a second. He just called it a measure, so unless Peter could change anything, maybe look at the tape. I think Peter's going to try this forehand, see if he can get it around the corner, get around those front bowls around the pocket, and then just drifted it in for a shot. But I think he's short this time. All right. So it's at least one for Newport, and then they're going to be looking at the second one.
Are they playing musical chairs? Is it a kids' party? Like we're in a senior citizen community.
Looks like everybody's saying one. So just the one for Newport. So it's Oaks North 4, Newport 2 after 3 ends. It's been, I remember when skipper Newport, Mike Ruggles, was just kind of getting started on one of his first U.S. Opens. We met to play together. You could see the game, the desire, and his willingness to do better, and just watch him get better every single year as he's playing. So
Just when you thought everything was okay.
not sure if here at Laguna Woods they have Sunday afternoon concerts from time to time. So, which is relatively close to us, or at least it's almost like an open mic night. And so I think somebody was doing the warm-up by singing the Sesame Street welcome song, which is a different choice.
Yep.
So don't know if that's coming through on the mic or not, but if you're wondering why is Scott playing the Sesame Street song, or actually why Gary's playing the Sesame Street song, because he's a producer. You know why. A man, a guitar, a mic, and speakers. So, all right, decent opener by Norma. Good weight there. Really like to see Roger get on track. He's been kind of struggling a bit so far, but don't count old Raj out. And then the other thing is Roger's been consistently short. I mean, this bull's been shorting him from a lead. That's not what you want. You want to be through. I mean, he's been consistently like this, like 4 feet to 6 feet short, and you really should be thinking then your calculator's off. Your calculator's off, so you really should be thinking, okay, I want this first one to be an extra 4 or 6 feet. If you find yourself as like consistently coming up short, then that's kind of one of the things I at least try to do to try and correct that, is to try and think, okay, I'm going to be short, so just try and make sure I add the 4 feet. Because then if you're perfect and you end up 4 feet behind, a bull that's 4 feet through at least is, that's useful. Bull 4 feet short, that's not useful. Yeah, Roger's just, now he's going the other way. That's worse than the last. Norma, too. Both of them kind of throwing blanks there.
There you go.
I wonder if they're getting distracted by the music. I don't know.
Sounds like a kid's party.
It's Norma. Bit unlucky. But again, if you're holding, you don't want to be coming across the head. You're better off taking too much grass and finishing around it when you got a chance to promote your opponent. You're better off just missing wide. See if Roger can get it there.
Friends and family watching, they must be wondering what the heck's going on.
Yeah, 3 short balls again for Roger. Just keep an eye on that as the match goes on, but it just consistently just short. And it's not like the speed of the green should be affecting him. It's this is the fastest green in the Southwest Division, I believe, if not one of, at the very least. All right, here's Lou. Pretty good bull by Lou. It's going to make it all the way.
1 yard, bud.
Close.
Just a couple things sitting out, Joe.
All right, here comes Irene.
I like this, Irene. You here? Are you here? Tell me you're here.
Yeah, just a lot of short balls in this. I mean, every single bull has been short. I mean, Norman's is the furthest, and it's only jack high, maybe a bull behind. See if Luke can get a couple of feet on. I don't really see any wind. If anything, there's a crosswind, and it's very light breeze, if at all. And I think Lou's short as well. When this many people are this short this many times, it makes you think there's something going on with the green or the wind, but there's like no breeze at all. I just not, and it's not like the jack's on the tee, like everybody has to worry about going in the ditch, but I mean, it is a yard short of it, but it's everybody short. All right, Irene's got one here at least. She's going to be right on the tee, a couple feet behind. So, again, that's where people should be starting. Your first bull should be there. All right, Lou really needs to, for Lou to be like 2 feet short and then be 2 yards short is not, that's kind of unacceptable. You really need to be working closer to the head, or if anything, going forward. Let's see how this one goes. Yeah, short again, I'm afraid. All right, Irene had what would be a good first ball. Now she just needs to make a small adjustment on the weight. Her line was very good. Let's see how this one ends up. Yeah, kind of similar to this one. Not wasted, at least it's behind. With so many people being short. As we're rocking around the clock now. I have no idea if this music is coming through or not, but it's not. Okay. So I'm hearing that the music's not coming through the mic, which is good. It's just going through my head, which is its own kind of bad. All right, let's see if the skippers can do a little bit better with the weight control. Mike's got a pretty good opener here. He's going to try and, yeah. And that's what I would expect. I would expect the skips, with everybody else being so short, for them to think, well, maybe something's up, and go a little too heavy. But we'll see how that plays out. For Mike's case, though, that's what happened. Let's see what Peter does. Peter's got a pretty good effort here. Yeah, he managed to hit Rogers and knock it in. It's got to be for shot right now. See, again, but how that got set up is like Roger was not really that close to the head, but because first Norma got narrow and knocked it up, and now Peter gave our opportunity for Peter to hit it and knock it all the way in for shot. Now Mike's throwing this one too hard. So Peter had great weight on the last one. He just needs a little more grass. Pretty good bowl by Peter here. And again, good weight. I don't know if he got it in for shot. That's close. All right, Mike needs to take a couple yards off, a little better effort. His line's been pretty good. Because even if he came in, it was like a little, he needs to kind of come in clean. If he came in a little narrow, you could use that little narrow wall, that red, blue, black bowl. You could come in narrow, you could just kind of hit it and kind of ride it, and then come off of it in for a shot. So, and I think he's overcooked this one. Well, I managed to make no sideways, but I don't think it's enough for shot. But Roger's gonna have a look here. That was one of the things I was going to say, where they could push Norma in, but I didn't think he could with her being behind.
If you stay, we have 3. I just
So Roger and Peter are having a conversation. Peter's wondering, if I take that ball out, is it worth anything? And it really isn't. The only way it'll be worth a lot more is if he were to hit it with like a yard of weight, so that his ball stays to make it 3. Right now he's got 1. So if you hit that ball and then just kind of stays and pushes that one out a couple feet, like a little chop lie shot, then you could get 3 out of it. But he might be better off just drawing, since he's been so close with the others. And he's not far away here. Pretty good effort. Look at this shot. Great ball. Should be 2. And 2 it is for Oaks North. So they get back on the board, making it 6-2 Oaks North after 4 ends. And a very strange end. Front ends were all short. Ruggs was just very heavy, and then Peter was the only one that found it and had the good weight throughout. Alright, so we'll start the 5th end of this 3rd game in the Southwest Division Waterbury All-League Championship for 2024. Featuring reps from Oaks North and from Newport. And so far, after the 4 games between the 2 teams that they have, they're 3-1, both teams. So it's kind of a key matchup. Winner should probably be one of the 2 final teams, and the other one will have a little bit of work to do in order to get there. The others are Oaks North and Redlands and Hermosa Beach. And they've got other games going on the other rinks on the screen. Well, at least Roger was through on that one, so that's the kind of opener you'd like to see, if anything. Better there than a yard short. Now we're kind of missed our line there. Let's see if Roger can now make this adjustment now that he's kind of falling behind. It's a little more useful. I don't know if it's necessarily easier, but it's a little more useful to have one behind and then start taking weight off. Yep, got the weight that time. I think Norma's switching hands. I think she had tried that backhand for some reason. I was just going to try this forehand. See how it goes. Pretty close here. Gobbled it right up and drug it to her other. Great shot by Norma. Even if she didn't hit the jack, she was only a couple feet through. Now Roger needs to stick on that same line he just threw, and they'll just add 4 or 5 feet. Did he throw it? Did he throw it? Nah. Missed his line. A little short. I think he might have stood up a little bit. He was kind of chasing after the ball, and so he came short and narrow, as people do when they tend to pop up. Yeah, Norma's going back to the other hand, but might work out. She might just, nope, all the way to the back. I don't know if that's necessarily what she wanted. I think Mike was having her be worried about that bowl, and I don't know if she necessarily needed to be. She could have played around it easily enough. She clearly played that forehand a lot better than the backhand. So she could have just stuck with it and just taken more grass. All right. Here's Irene, see if she can get her pace back. There's Lou. He's pretty heavy and a little narrow. Okay, Irene needs to take a lot of weight off here. Yeah, well, she took some of the weight off, but still not particularly close. All right, see if Luke can make an adjustment. Yeah, well, he made an adjustment, just not as much as he needed. Irene's still looking to cut some weight off of her 2 bowls. I think she did it again, or she just overcooked it and it's all the way to the back. All right, Lou needs to make some, again, take some more grass and drop a little weight. Yeah, didn't take off the weight. Line might have been better, but you couldn't tell because he still was very heavy. Not the greatest head in the world.
Just baby steps. Smaller steps.
All right, so Peter will be up. Give him a 6-2 lead. I think he's down again. It's really been kind of the star of this game so far. And hasn't been getting a ton of help.
Somebody's in front of him.
Nice ball, Steve.
pretty good ball there by Mike.
Lou, camera, move!
It's actually this way. That's it, boy.
All right, here's Peter. Just needs to add a little weight to get around the corner here. Just kind of missed his line. I think his weight was good. He just missed his line there, and he knew it. All right, Mike's had a pretty good ball. Let's see, I guess just needs a small adjustment here. Just add a little pace. Yeah, I think he took a little off. It's kind of the opposite of what he wanted. And Peter just wants to know how his weight was, and he's just like a foot short of what the goal is. So Peter just wants to take the extra grass, get back on his line, and get their weight right. There it comes. Just a little unlucky. He hits the inside of that ball, and he'd have been great, but he just happened to hit it. The other half of it. All right, so Newport's holding one here. This is where Mike's looking to try and see if he can get another one in, or maybe he's trying to push Peter out with that weight, but he's not on target. So I think it should just be one for Newport, but we'll wait for the official. Yep, one for Newport. So it'll be at the halfway point. Oaks North 6, Newport 3. 5 ends to go. 5 ends done. So after this game, we'll check all the standings and then see where everybody stands. The top two teams will play against each other, and the bottom two teams will play against each other in the final fourth game after they played each other once. And they'll just kind of play the opposite of who they didn't play earlier, because there's the three-person teams. Well, with a little bit of a longer jack this time. See if it stops. Nope, put it in the ditch. Let's see what Roger and Peter are going to do.
If Gary's not talking, we need a line call.
All right. So they're kind of like a medium-long jack here. And so Norma's up with her first. So again, coming this way, everybody was kind of short. So let's see if they ever make the adjustment with the leg. Looks like Norma did with her first. Again, Roger was okay on the last time. Let's see if he could do it this time.
Thanks, Rod.
There's Roger. There we go. There's a good bull. Only about a bull or two short. And Norma's got good weight. You just need to find that line, make a minor correction.
Try, Norma. Yes, she is. Try, Norma. Norma! Wow!
Yeah, very good adjustment there. She kept that same weight, just kind of brought it in. True shot. And Roger could afford to be a little positive here and play a little jack or bull shot. I mean, even his line is good, and he could just say add a yard. Just something to be reaching, and then he could get to the jack or the bull, and that would be good. Just a little too high. But I think that's good.
Do it again.
I mean, that's, I think, a good spot and where you want to be. It'll be useful, even if he's got two teammates behind that could try and do it. Now, Norma, she wants to try and make the shot first, get another one in the head. She can push her own bull. Oh, wow. She kind of hit the other side of the jack, kind of tucked it away a little bit behind. It makes it a little better. And Roger's going to stick with that same hand, which he probably should, but since he's played it twice. Just trying to draw one. Pretty good shot by Roger. Set up pretty nice. See, they're trying to figure out which way. I don't think Lou's better off playing on his backhand. Maybe trying to float one behind. I mean, better off if he was behind and stayed on this side and didn't come across the center line, because the shot for the Oaks North team is to play on the forehand and jack or bull on that hand now. So he's better off staying wide, playing onto Norma's wide bull or around it.
That's on the tee. Great ball.
That's not bad. He got to the tee, essentially. Yeah. And see how what Peter's calling for. And this is the proper shot. Just be positive. You're either pushing those two bulls up and in, or you're getting the jack or you're getting the bull. But just positive like she's been doing and just trying to play it through. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate because now she's kind of blocked it. She'd be better off being 3 yards. She'd be better off being in the ditch, because now she's kind of blocked some of the options there as to what could happen. Back to Lou. Now he could just afford to just draw one. There's really not much of a danger anymore of the jack squirting to that side. He had a good line. He could take a few yards off, be there. He just took a little too much off. That's what Peter wants here now for Irene to do.
Trying to come under here. Onto this.
Yeah, he wants kind of the weighted shot, so she needs to add at least 3 yards to this so she can get under her own. Just another bull for her to try and punch up, but it makes it pretty difficult to get the jack. At least she might be able to get the bull, but it depends on how heavy she is. She's she's short. She needs to be like 3 yards through. See if Luke can get in between here.
Come on, Lou.
Yeah, Lou had a nice try. He just kind of got wrecked. I think he was a little hot, a little high. He could have been a yard off. It might have been good. Might have been able to get the count. Let's see if Irene can play the shot that Peter's actually calling, which is to play through the head. And it's not a draw shot. It's a press or promotion. This looks a little better as far as the line goes. Let's see how her weight is. This is like a pretty good effort here. You see that's not bad, but you see if she had more pace, it wouldn't have tailed off at the end. If she had a couple more yards, it wouldn't have tailed off, it would have been on that line, and she could have hit her own bull, the blue bull, or she could have come through and hit the orange bull. I mean, she hits that orange bull out, then it's 3 probably if she stays. And Peter did a pretty good job of trying to describe to her what the play is. She was just kept playing like a draw. And if you want to draw, then leads your position. But if you're going to be a vice, then you got to be able to play these little weighted shots.
Roger. Kill him. Roger's in the way.
Roger.
Oh, I keep forgetting this.
All right. And Mike really wants to kind of play through. Needs to get another one up into the head here. Yeah, a little shorter, I think, that he'd want. If anything, he'd want to try and push those through. Now, Peter's not going to be short here. He's going to be playing that same shot that he was calling for Iran and trying to play a couple yards through. See if he can get a promotion on any one of those three bowls or hit the bowl. Anything on that, I just think he's overcooked this one.
Sure did.
I just think that's too much, I think. I mean, I don't think you want ditch weight here. I think just 3 yards is probably enough. I don't know. I mean, if it's a slow grass green, that's the weight you want. But for an artificial like this, you don't need that much weight to get it to move. All right. Same kind of thing. Mike kind of trying to play something similar on the other hand, or he's doing a pure draw. Yeah, I put her in a good spot here. That's a nice ball by Mike. I like that one a lot. Nice little draw. Get a second shot. I think Peter's going to try the same thing. He just needs to probably cut a little weight. I don't think his line was terrible. Yep. Yeah, they cut it to 1 there. Got another one in the count, so it's set up still, and he's got it. Wanted a measure, Lou says. Thought it might have been enough for second, so at least it's a measure, though. Mike's going to take a look. Mike really needed that other bull. You could see the danger there. If Mike's bull wasn't there and that orange was goes, then it's, it's quite a bundle.
Is that right?
Let's see what Mike's going to do. Personally, I think he could just do the same thing and just try and draw another one. I mean, if he sits on his own, that'd be second shot for sure. And it's in a good position. It didn't really need to change much. I mean, I'm not sure what he wanted to see from his, but... There it comes. Well, he hit loose, but I don't know if it got enough of loose to get up in there. So, it's a couple measures. Roger thinks it's just the 1, but... So again, I think... I'm trying to look and see the back. I mean, it's kind of a mix. It's hard to get Peter off of the shot that he's just been playing, is to try and kind of play a little weighty shot and see if he could take the shot bull out. And he's got all those bulls, all 4 of those are his that he could hit up. Yeah, he's going to try it again. I think he's too high, he knows it. Not what he wanted, at least. Alright, so it's 1, and then I'll take a look for the second one. For those of you that can't hear the music, you are lucky. I never thought I'd hear anybody playing a guitar the Spider-Man cartoon from the 70s theme. I mean, it literally sounds like the theme, like from the movie, from the first Spider-Man movie that came out, where they were in the subway and somebody was busking and playing. Yeah, take a look overhead. Hey, it's just, there goes the Spider-Man. Okay, wow, back to the plot. 1 it is for Newport. So Newport's won 4 ends, but only 1 in each end. So they've got 4 to the 6 that Oaks North has. Again, lying on the strength of that 4 they got on the first end by Peters. Last bull in that first end to do a drag for 4, which has really been the difference in this game. And frankly, Peters been the best bowler on the green. or at least in this game on the rink. That's here's Norma. A little bit behind. It's hard enough for me to try and keep my sanity as I'm just here and talking to myself. It's another thing when I got the Three's Company. Who knows what TV thing is going to be playing? I've heard Three's Company, All in the Family, Spider-Man, Married with Children. It's like the guy who's singing is just like watched TV and said, "I know that," and and no break. And he said no break. He just goes right to the next one. And I don't think he's waiting around for the applause because I don't think he's going to get any. Okay, I've said it. All right. So at least we got Roger and Norma through with their first bowls. And Norma a little bit heavy with her second. And not the correction you want. Let's see if Roger they're both kind of pretty close to the line. They just need to get their weight right. See if Roger can get his weight right. Here. Taking a couple yards off. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good there. Yeah. And maybe it's a couple feet, maybe a yard through, but that's good enough for a shot. Yeah, I don't know. I think Norma switches hands a little bit too much. She didn't need to switch hands. There's no reason to switch hands. But she's going to. We'll see if she gets her line. It's not like she was off the line. It was just really the weight. Yeah. Then she'd been better off just correcting her weight as opposed to switching. So, all right. See if Roger could take this yard off. So Roger's a little short, and so he's a yard through. I think he just took a little too much off there, but he's got a kind of good frame. But there's definitely room to draw for Lou. But it's Gilligan's Island now. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I really wish I had earplugs. All right, let's see if Lou is a little heavy again. Irene has been pretty consistently heavy last few times. See if she can get a draw, and this looks pretty good here. Nice bull there, right between the two. There we go. There you go, Irene. Draw a shot, perfect weight, just a little off. Who's going to switch hands? It's the nature of just, I think, what kind of doing it. If you're a switch, now it's time to switch. So he could try and he could have something he could run into, but then at least he could adjust the line. He's been kind of not taking enough grass on this hand. Well, see if he does it this time. Yeah, it just needs a little bit more. They managed to pump up Roger's short one. Again, like we were talking about before, what Norma did in the end before. Instead of being too wide so that you could come around, you're narrow, and then especially with the bowl there that you do not want to promote, and they ended up promoting it, and now you're 2 down. And you're 2 down in the match. So see if Irene can do another one here. She had a really good bowl the last time. Just a little short. Now Lowe's probably going to have to switch over again. Nope, he's going to stick with it. Mike's convinced him that he could get around that if he takes enough grass. Well, he might hit his zone up, but he's narrow again. And every time he plays his hand, he's just not close to the line. He's way, way, way narrow. And that's the two things when people are playing on this surface, the artificial surface. You need to take more. Oh wow, little potato there, Byron. You need to take more grass, and you need to take less weight, because your tendency is like, this is what I do at home, is this kind of line. And so you just really have to make yourself. You got to believe it, and you got to trust it, and you got to take it all the way out there, and you got to do it easy.
Music to bowl by.
All right. Here's Mike. He's down a couple. They really kind of run out of time. They need to win more ends than your opponent at this point, because with the way Peter's been playing, you're just getting ones. You're lucky to get a two. Yeah, kind of missed his line. Let's see what Peter's going to do here. Now, Peter's in a similar kind of situation that we had with Lou. He doesn't want to promote Lou's bowl, so he really wants to make sure he takes plenty of grass and not hit Lou's up. And better to miss it, narrow, wide. Better to miss it wide than narrow, which I think is what he's done here, which is okay. And he's around behind, and he didn't miss by much. He's pretty close to the center line and 5 feet through. It's a decent position bowl. All right. I think Mike had pretty good weight, but he really missed his line. Yeah, he's just getting confirmation from Lou that's the case, that he had good weight.
What's that squirrel that was very squeaky?
This looks like a pretty good effort from Mike. A lot of better line. So he could afford to get Lou's up or slip by it. Yeah, look at that shot. Very good. Great bowl by Mike. Way to go, Ruggs. Nice shot there. Yeah, Ruggs knows that was a big shot there. Peter's been up to the task almost every time.
Peter and I have been predicting what was coming up next. We didn't have Green Acres.
Yeah, Peter had pretty good weight. So apparently Peter was calling for Beverly Hillbillies, and he got it. So we're going through all the sitcom themes today. Rapid fire. All right, Mike with just a really great stunning bowl last time. See if he could duplicate it. I think he's a little short with this one. Yep, a little short there. So Peter's got a little shot there that he could keep coming in on that side, and he could come off the black ball that you see in the front. He's probably going to stick with the backhand, which is the right side of your screen. He could either kind of press onto, I think he's better off on the draw though, or just slide over draw, and you can get the clean draw in, play it on the high side. He can hit the inside half of the shot ball and come around, or he can hit the inside of the second ball that's out there and come around. But he's going to opt for coming in the other way. I guess he thinks it's clean. Oops. I think Peter instead is going to go on his forehand and try and get to that blue ball or inside it. It does turn a lot over there. Nah, it's a pretty good effort. I think I'd have liked him to stick on the other hand since he had played a couple times, but he did not miss it by much, and that was a good effort there. I'm pretty sure it's just one. I'm sure they'll get the... Yep, it's one officially. So it's 6-5 now. Oaks North up. So 7 ends. Newport's won 5 of them, but only got 1 on every single one. And Oaks North's hanging on to that 4 they got on that first end. I got 3 ends to go. All right, make this kind of medium-long-ish distance. See how the wind control. I mean, it's like no breeze at all, like I said today, and I got a light cloud cover, but it's pretty nice weather today. It's supposed to be like this all day. It's been very pleasant here at Laguna Woods. Normal with a good opener, about 4 feet through. Again, that's kind of what you want to do at the start.
He turned the page. He's on to the next genre.
Yeah, now you're getting back to the case of the shorts again. They needs to get off that. Norma doesn't need to switch, but she's gonna switch. Main thing is just try and keep a decent weight. Remember the weight you had and maybe take a yard off. This looks like a pretty good effort here from Norma. Is it gonna make it all the way? She took a little bit off. She kind of got it framed, about 5 feet short, 5 feet through. Roger needs a solid yard here, maybe 4 feet. Yeah, good ball there by Roger. That's the weight you want. Alright, see if Norma can split the difference between the two. Yeah, just kind of missed her line.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Another good ball by Roger. Pretty solid there. And knocked his other one even closer. Fell kind of against the bias, back down in. So pretty good end. Roger had the upper hand that time. Norman's kind of having the best of him for the most part in this one. So see if Lou can do it. Just really wants to come to those 2 black balls. Would be pretty decent. They kind of got one out. Cut it to 1.
Around here. Yep, you got the line.
Peter would love some help from Irene here. Gets a couple nice solid balls.
Yep, I like it.
Pretty good opener here by Irene. This is nice. Nothing wrong with this. Maybe about 4 or 5 feet through. Pretty good for a first bowl. All right, Leo needs to, probably his line's pretty good. He probably just needs to drop a little weight. And a good shot there. Really nice bowl. Nice bowl there.
Play this side. Same shot. You got a bigger target now.
All right. I mean, probably can get away with the same kind of weight, and you're just trying almost like a jack or bull shot. And it's got Roger as a catch right there.
Oh, come on, you got to be here. Come on, keep coming. Come on, Irene.
Just again, it's a case of where you really need a positive shot, and she's just kind of like on the draw and just coming up short. It's happened a couple times now. I mean, she'd be better off being in the dish or through. You know, when you're down, you got to be up. It's not the time to draw. And trying to be precise, you really just need to kind of go and be through and make the head a little bit better. See if Luke can do it again. He just wants the same kind of shot he had before. Is it going to turn on the inside of that bowl? Yes. Pretty good shot there by Lou. Don't know if it's in for 2. It's close, if anything else. Irene's shot has 2 good bowls by Lou. It was actually in the 3. It was pretty good. One of his better ends. Irene needs to be positive here, though. This is what she really wants to kind of add a couple yards for her last. Don't throw out your shoes or anything. Just this is a good effort here. That's what you wanted. Seems you just missed the line a little bit, but that's really, really good weight. That's exactly what you wanted. All right, see what Mike's going to do here. I wonder if he's probably thinking about it too. I wonder if he's going to follow Lou around, or if he's going to on the backhand, or if he's going to play the forehand and try and see if he can change it. It's just really, well, he's going to try the forehand, it looks like. It's just really dicey. No jack movement here. Oh, jack movement's very much against him. All right, Mike's away.
Oh, looking good, Mike. Looking good. Settle.
Pretty nice bowl by Mike. It's pretty good. It's a nice location. I don't know if he got a third one in, but it's a pretty good bowl. Well, Peter's got all the position behind there. So if he could make the shot that he was asking for Irene to just kind of come through and do jack or bull, and the jack would be really the ideal because he's got now, because Irene kept her bulls behind, he could take the jack, and now it's not just going to Rogers, it's going to Rogers and Irene's bull. I mean, if he does a drag and gets the jack and puts it right there, it's 4. Which is very similar to what he did the first end. All right. I've chased Roger away from. I think we've seen enough of his backside for one day. All right, here comes Peter. It's just a little high, maybe a little heavy. And for an opener, I don't mind that too much. because you don't want to be short. So, Mike ideally would want to get to where those two blue balls, see where he's waving, like he wants to get one there. It's just a question of how is he going to do that. I mean, that's definitely where the danger is. It's just how do you get there, because he's got all those balls that he'd have to play through to get there.
No, Lou's in the way.
I think Lou's giving him a target, so we're going to have to deal with seeing Lou, a little bit of Lou.
I didn't realize he was giving.
I think Mike Opton, instead of trying to come the backhand through all the traffic, he's going to try and go the forehand, but you got to be high and around. You don't want to make the shot for him. And it looks like he might make the shot for him. Yeah, that was the danger of coming that hand. You would be better off playing the backhand and trying to just see if you can get through the trash. It's either that or you got to take a ton of grass. So he basically just made Peter's shot for him. So I mean, literally perfect. He did it about as perfect as you could get. Mike was thinking right, but it just kind of didn't execute. Sometimes you got to learn how to miss, because you got to know you're going to miss sometimes. And just which way do I want to miss? And missing narrow there was just crushing. If you miss high, it's no harm, no foul. But you miss narrow there, and when a situation where jack movement it's bad, then
Just put it down, that's all.
now Peter's got 2 and position.
You just put the card down, and Bill will fix it. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, wonder what Peter's going to do here. Yes, he does have 2 already, which is more than I think he feels like he deserves. I'm thinking he's thinking a draw, probably coming high, trying to come to the Norma's Orange Bowl. But definitely, I mean, it's going to be hard for him to make it worse. If anything, I think I would have been playing it behind, because I think the only way Mike can really fix this is to come with weight. And he doesn't have a lot of position for it, but it'll be Mike's nature to try and fix it. When you make a mistake, a lot of skips try and fix it. Well, I broke it, I'm going to fix it. So I think he's going to try and come with weight and see if he could push his own up. I mean, he could do a chop lie on the shot bowl, and that might go clean, and then he could get shot out of it. But yeah, see, he's going to try and fix it with the drive here and see what he gets. Yeah, managed to get it. And like I said, the nature is to try and fix it, and he just happened to come through and get the good result. It could have easily gone bad, but he really had nothing to lose, because if it's 2 is a killer. If he gives up 2 there, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. So. Now Peter's trying to figure out what he's going to do now. I mean, he's only 1 down, which is not the end of the world. I mean, but it's, it ties the matchup with what Mike did. So, but he does have a lot of the position. But it looks like a lot of trash in front. But I mean, it kind of, and he doesn't want to spring it, because if the jack goes back and on your screen to the left, there's Norma and the other, so it could go down 3 or 4. And you don't want to make it any worse. because you don't have any chance to recover because it's the last bowl of the end. So I think he's going to go the forehand and see if he can try and promote, maybe push Mike's out.
Stepping up front.
He's got to get past the orange, and he's got to get to the green or hit the jack. He hit the green, he hit the target. I don't know if he did it. It's pretty close. That was a great effort that's a great shot by Peter. I don't know if he pulled it off, but that was the shot to play. I think he might have got one out of it.
He's got one more ball left. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay.
All right, so they're going to measure for the shot here. Pretty good shot by Peter. I mean, it's kind of the shot that he needed to make, what he wanted to do. And, boy, he gets another half a roll on Mike's on that shot ball, and he's got it for sure. And he could have had 3 or 4. As it is, he's put her to measure, so, you know. And it was in danger of he could have easily turned that into 3 against him if it went awry. So might need to get the umpire. They haven't called for you yet, Gary. But he's getting ready just in case. Doing double duty, the producer.
That's right. You got an umpire right here. Stop. Keep.
Yeah, one for Newport. One more for Newport. Mike kind of made that kind of execution mistake, but then the prayer gets answered. One more for Newport. So they've fought all the way back, being down 4-0 and 6-1, and now knotted it, or rather 4-0 and 6-2, and now they've tied it at 6. With 2 ends to go. And Newport has already won their other game. So pretty sure that they're going to be one of the final 2 regardless. But it'd be nice to have the lead overall before you go into it, because then you could split the games and still win the championship. All right, 6-6. There we go with the lead. Start with Norma. 4 ends in a row for Newport. They've won 6 of the 8 ends. We're getting one every time, and it's 6-6. Norma, a little extra mustard on that hot dog. There's Roger. Yeah, he's a couple yards through. Oh. And we're still being serenaded.
Oh God.
All right. Then we got halfway off. Let's see if Roger can make the adjustment. Roger with a pretty good adjustment. And just kind of missed his line and he had to wait. So now Here's Norma. She's switching hands again. I don't know why. She seems like she throws two and it's like, I don't know. I'm going to try this way now. And she's got no real reason to. Unless she just sees a bull out there and says, well, I can hit it because I can't control the weight. And she ends up pushing. Hitting on Roger, but not necessarily closer. Yeah, a little heavy again. So music-wise, if you can imagine if somebody got the rights to Bohemian Rhapsody and decided to turn it into a TV theme song, that's what we're listening to now. Like a 30-second version of Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't think I'm going to go insane, but I'm being pushed. All right. Let's see if Lou can get one in there. Just a little heavy. Everybody's just a little heavy. The adrenaline's flowing. I mean, nobody's particularly close. I think the closest bull is probably 4 feet so far. A lot of room to draw for everybody. All right, here comes Irene. Looks like a pretty good bull here. Just missed the line, but the weight's good, and that's good enough. I think that's shot. It's close anyways. But she's the closest. She's got the weight so far. All right, here's Lou. See if Lou could take the weight off. Weight's pretty good. He just kind of missed his line. All right, Irene just needs a little more grass. She had a pretty good weight. Is it going to drop in under those two? Getting to the last bull there. Pretty good bull. Nice position. She's probably a yard, 4 feet through. Good line, though. Here comes Lou. Let's see if he can put it all together here. Yeah, good shot there by Lou. Got a little help on Irene's, but use what they give you. I think Lou's got shot with that last one. All right. See, Irene can put those two together, half of one. Keep the weight from the first one, and the line from the second should be right there. All right. Is it going to turn? Needs to slow down a little bit. Yeah, just a little heavy. Just behind her other one.
You and Steve can put it away or something.
Yeah, I'm aware of it, yeah.
Alright, we'll go to the skips now. Pretty sure that Newport's got one at the moment, but I don't think it's more than that. Here's Mike. A little short. That's a decent way to miss, so I mean you don't want to come flying through when you're holding one. Let's see what Peter's got. coming around. Pretty good effort there.
Howard, they do go here. What? They do go here. Oh, sorry.
All right. See if Mike can get on the line again.
Yes, put it right there on the table.
Yeah, pretty good bull there by Mike. Peter just needs just the slightest of adjustments. He's not too far away. Just gonna float it in. Pretty good. Nice ball by Peter. Draws a shot there. Just in front. Just in front. Good enough for a shot. I think Mike's down one with Peter's last ball. See what he can do here. Big shot. So you can try and float it through that hole right there between the blue and the red. Or slide underneath. It hits it. Ooh, it might have squeaked in there. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Pretty good effort though by Mike. And from this angle, I just can't quite tell. Well, Peter wants the same kind of thing. Keep playing on that hand. He could just tap on his own. He could get to the inside of this ball. I mean, we're tied right now, so I mean, even if he's holding, it would be really helpful to get a second one, and really hard to turn this over away against him, even if he's down or holding. You'd really have to throw it poorly for that to happen. I think he's coming up short. Played it a little safe. He played it like he's holding. One for Oaks North there. Back on the board after dropping 4 straight. So Peter with another great shot to take a shot with his next to last. They go up 7-6 with 1 in to go. So, in one of the other games, let's see that came in the results. That Oaks North beat Redland or Hermosa. Oaks North beat Hermosa. So, Oaks North and Newport have won the other games. So both of those teams are now 4-1. Pending the result of this one, so I think I have to check it, but I think the other games are over now. And Redlands has beaten Hermosa in the other game. So this is the last game going right now. But I think basically it's to see who's going to have the advantage coming into the last game so that they would win on the split. Alright, so Roger came up pretty short with his first. Norma, again, a little narrow with her first, but with good weight. Alright, here's Roger looking to add a couple yards here. Good adjustment by Roger, at least as far as the weight goes better. I'd like to see him get back on his line. Norma here now. Just wanted to take the grass, keep the same weight. This looks like a pretty good bull here. Yeah, very nice. Nice bull there by Norma. Just about a foot and a half behind. Roger just needs to tighten it up a little. Last bull of the match for Roger. Looks like a stunner by Roger. Great bull at the right time by Roger. Well done there. Just a few inches short. Norma gets the back, which is not too bad. If it all right, here's Irene. Pretty good bull here by Irene. Really good bull here. Nice little position right behind that one. Pretty solid. Alright, here's Lou. Down one now in the head. This wants to kind of be nice and positive and just trying a little narrow and pick up the jack or the bull. Pretty good effort. You like that weight. That's a nice bull there. I think Irene shouldn't change anything really. I think her position's pretty good. I mean, she's a couple feet through. I wouldn't even bother telling her. I would be happy with a couple feet through. The short just doesn't do you a lot of good here. And sometimes you do that. You say, oh, you're a couple feet through, and they think, oh, I got to adjust, so I'm going to take a couple feet off, and this is what you get. You get a couple yards off, and you get a useless bull. You're better off just saying, oh, just same thing, because then you'll get the same thing or something pretty close to it. I mean, for where she was, if she was a yard heavy or a yard short, that'd be a lot better than what she did. All right, Lou's wanting kind of the same kind of thing, no adjustment on the weight, and instead he's going to take off some weight, and he really didn't need to. He would have better off with the same weight and just tried it again and hit either the bull or the jack. All right, let's see if Irene can put one in like her first one. It's like a pretty good effort here, pretty close to what I wanted. Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that. You got another bull that's behind. All right, Lou needs to kind of try and make something happen. Down one in the match, and there's Lou. All right, here's Peters up. He's got a 1-point lead, and he's holding shot with the Rogers stunner. And he just really kind of wants to protect it, make sure it doesn't get to 2 down. I mean, he's holding 1, and he doesn't want 2 down, however that happens. I think he'd be better off playing to the back as opposed to coming short, because that's one of his danger spots right now is with Mike coming with weight or drag. So I think he'd be better off coming out to the wing, to the back blue bowl, or all the way behind. Either one of those would be useful. Doing short and at 5 feet is not helpful. And Mike could even, try that drive that worked out for him last time, or he's trying to do a jack or bull shot swinging on this hand that he's playing here. He just kind of got the edge of that bull, but he put one in the back. Now the jack goes all the way back. He's got the match. So Peter's trying to draw another one, get to the back. I mean, it's set up pretty nice for Peter and Oaks North. I think he'd want to leave it alone and not give us something to use. So. Yeah, I don't know. That's an okay bull, but I mean, you give Mike kind of like a little bit of a winger there that he could use. I mean, if he comes off and he hits the inside half of that red bull, it'll shoot it across, and that's exactly what Mike wants. If Peter was through, another foot, then it really wouldn't matter too much. But the fact that he's a little short, it might be in the realm of possibility that Mike hits the inside half of that bull, comes across and grabs the jack on his way. That's exactly what Mike needs. Yeah, it's just too heavy. Mike's throwing it too heavy, so he's getting no bend on it. You kind of have to just be kind of like a couple feet through is the shot he wants with that. And Peter should be coming out now to where Lou's blue bull is and staying really high and not making the mistake that Mike made earlier. He had that little protector with Lou's bull, so it managed to help him keep from moving the bull. And otherwise, he would have made the same mistake that Mike made coming this way the last time on the 8th end. I mean, he would have done it. He would have hit that bull and it would have knocked it right in the jack. But he had Lou's there, so he kind of got away with it. Now he doesn't have to do anything. So this is the last bull of the match. Mike's down 1 in the head, down 1 in the match. If he knocks that jack all the way back, that'll do it. If he does the jack or bull shot, that does it. Looks like he's setting up for a draw, but we'll see what happens. Yep, that's more of it. A little bit of this weighted draw here. Let's see if he's got it. It's gonna come off the inside of the red. Through? No, not quite. Well, this is a nice try. It's looking like 2 or maybe 3. For Oaks North. 3 it is. So 3 for Oaks North on the last. So they win it 10-6. So we got 1 more to go. We'll tabulate the scores, but we should be likely seeing Oaks North versus Newport here for the final. So we'll take a little break. Probably back in about 20 minutes, I would guess. Okay, welcome back to the 2024 Southwest Division Waterbury Championships from the Good Old Woods Lawn Bowling Club. We're going to our fourth and final game. The results have been tabulated, and as expected, Oaks North has a one-game lead over Newport, who is in second place, and so Oaks North and Newport will be playing in the finals, while Hermosa and Redlands will be playing right now for third and fourth. So we have the opposite, the first and second place teams playing against each other. So through kind of a slight quirk in the schedule, we have Oaks North team of Peter, Irene, and Roger against the Newport team. So Peter, Irene, and Roger just finished playing here, but just kind of how it works with the schedule. Versus Bill Brault and the Buchanans, Bill Buchanan and Julie Buchanan. Alright, so Roger kind of picking up where he left off after a stunner that basically sealed the deal with the last game. Has two pretty solid bowls to start, one just in front, one behind. And here's Bill Buchanan, who's a little heavy with this first and hoping to drop a little weight here with his second. Took a little weight off, but it's still a couple yards through at least. There's Roger's third. Not pretty good bowl there by Roger. Two pretty solid bowls there, and one just behind. As a trio, that's a pretty good start. Bill with a better effort there. So here's Irene. Seemed to struggle a little bit with consistency. She seemed to just kind of be really, really heavy a lot of the time. So. Yeah. Alright, so here's Julie Buchanan. She's kind of heavy back with Bill. There's Irene. A pretty good bowl there. Nice little adjustment. I'm looking for Julie to take a couple yards off her last. See if she can get her all the way down. Oh, she's a little short here. Alright, so Irene hoping to take a little weight off here. She kind of popped Julie's up. Not what she wanted to do. Didn't want to come across the center line. And Julie just needs to add probably a yard or less. She kind of missed the line. Almost returned the favor and pushed Irene up. Peter and Bill. Peter represented Team USA in Cyprus Invitational. Came back with silver medal. Bill's a perennial Team USA player. Multiple national championships and U.S. Open to his credit. Both exceptional bowlers. All right. Peter starting off a little heavy also. Kind of covering the back. I guess that was the plan. I think Bill's just trying to float it around behind, just get around these. A couple of yards through. I mean, there's a little triangle there that you could drive at to try and get something to happen. I think and if he's only one down, it might not be worth it. There's a draw there. Peter trying it. That's a little short. Bill's not the type to try and drive when he's one or two down. Unless he has to. You know, last end kind of thing. He'd rather just keep drawing, especially early in the game. He's big on drawing. See if this is going to come back. It looks a little high. Yeah, it didn't quite make it. Took a little weight off, but... There's Peter, just a little... Oh, great bowl. Great bowl by Peter. Excellent shot there. Beautiful draw. Got to be at least two, maybe three. Bill's undeterred, is going to try and draw it. Pretty good draw by Bill there. Made it all the way to the center line, right behind. Great bowl there. Two great bowls by these excellent skips. Pretty sure it's just the one, yeah. Bill's able to cut it to one, but Peters is just too good. So Oaks North gets first blood, up 1-0 after one. This will be 10 ends. Because Oaks North has a one-game advantage, there's the other Oaks North and Newport teams are playing against each other, and if Oaks North wins one of them, then they'll win the championship. And Newport has to win both of these games in order to win it. So we'll kind of try and keep another eye. The other game has already started. They're on a little bit ahead, about half an end ahead. I would expect them to finish in about this with because I know that Bill plays pretty fast and Howard plays pretty fast, so that's one on each game. So. There's Rogers first. A little short, about a yard short. I'd like to see. He's been consistently kind of have that first bowl be short. Needs to get back on putting it on. There's Bill. Bill with a pretty solid opener here. Just a couple feet behind. Better effort by Roger. That's a good ball here. Gonna just rest on Bills. That's a good ball, Roger. Bill again, just trying to drop a little weight, not much. Even if he did the same thing, it wouldn't be terrible. It was only a yard behind. It kind of added a little bit. Not a bad ball. It's okay. Roger looking for something similar here.
There you go.
How are you? Good.
Yeah, Roger made an adjustment he didn't need to make. Took too much off. Yeah, Bill, I think a little heavy again. Got to the center line, it's all right, but. It'll be Irene. Pretty good opener here by Irene. It's a really good ball. Shot drawn. Excellent shot. Very least two now. Julie one of them wants to follow Irene down. Keep playing that hand. Just come to her ball if you can. Yeah, a little short there. Not what you need when you're down a couple. Irene with a good ball. Just need to do it again. Same kind of thing. Yeah, pretty good ball. Another good ball in the head. Probably in the count. Julie's a little more forceful this time. Might get some with his head. Yep, she got the jack. Knocked it back to Bills. Turned the head right on over. Pretty good shot by Julie. I don't know if that was necessarily the plan, but it worked. Yeah, nice try by Irene. Just need a little more grass. The weight was probably pretty good. I need to get Julie back on the draw, see if she can draw to the jack here. Bill's got pretty good position. Again, initially when you thought and you saw Bill's balls and went, there's a kind of heavy and through, but you can see how valuable they are, as opposed to like Roger's two-shot frame anymore. It's okay. I have another one behind. Alright, see what the skips can do here. Alright, here's Peter. Kind of wants to do like this, just a little bit of an overdraw jacker bowl so that it's turning. Yeah, this is not bad weight. Just missed the line a little bit. Wants to come across the center line, trying to get to that bowl. Bill's got to really try and take advantage. I think Bill just wants to try and draw another one. Don't be afraid of it. Yeah, decent effort there. Just a little high. And Peter's going to try it again. Yeah, he's kind of narrow here. Missed it this time. It's almost like he tried to take a little weight off and he took way too much off. Sometimes it's just better to just like look if I'm 3 yards through and maybe just ride that line, ride the weight and just kind of come a little narrower. Here's Bill. Just weight's pretty good. It just needs to come a little narrower. Yeah. And instead he went a little heavier, a little high. All right, Peter's last chance. Yeah, nice effort there. Should just be the one. Bill wants to try and follow that bull. Try and get it to 2 or more. He doesn't need to be afraid of it. He can just easily, even if there's a little bit of motion, it's on the bull or the jack, it's okay. Just took a little too much grass, gave it a little too much respect each time. Should be one, let's just be sure. One for Newport. Ties it up 1-1 after 2. This game's likely just gonna see who it is that just gonna, if anybody gonna fall apart. I just don't see. It'd be unlikely that Bill or Peter would do that. Would have like an end where they're just kind of go to sleep. In these kind of circumstances, when they've been playing on this green all day with this speed and pace, so. And usually, when it comes to a cut-down shot or something, regardless of what the front end does, they have a cut-down shot. Both of these players are excellent at it. And the front ends are really solid. All right. So we got the mat pretty much right on the 2 meter, and I think Bill wanted to go long. I think it's just a couple of yards short of the tee here. Let's start the third end of this 10-end match. Yeah, good weight. Good weight. Just giving it a little too much respect. A little too much. Again, there's barely a breeze at all. The flag is nearly dead, just kind of slowly waving, if anything. Let's see if Roger was having his issues with this weight control. Let's see what he's got here. I think he's put this one into the ditch, or really close to it. It just stays up. Alright, see if Bill's got his line corrected. Did he keep the weight though? No, he's a couple yards short, unfortunately. Alright, see if Roger can make an adjust. He's switching hands. He might be worried that Bill might be in his way, but his tendency was to not take enough grass when he switched his hands earlier. See if he did it this time. Yeah, pretty good. Good ball there. He was a little bit across the center line, but still he managed to get the jack on his way. And Bill's. See if he can get it down there. Bill's got a pretty good effort here coming in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bill took the shot now. Good ball. Rogers, probably something similar. He's got those little two bowls, this little pocket that he could come to if he wants. Yeah, good ball by Roger. Went to the pocket, like I said, just and a blue ball, so he got the shot out of it. Other than that, each one had like kind of a couple little blanks, but there's three pretty solid balls there. Julie. I think Julie's pretty heavy here. Yeah, she's all the way in the ditch. There's Irene. Is she going to make it all the way? It looks like a pretty good road here. It's a good ball, just a couple feet short. Great line though. Probably second shot to Rogers. And Julie again. Kind of missed her line there. Irene doesn't need to change much. In fact, she shouldn't change anything at all. Just keep doing the same thing. But I think she's made an unnecessary adjustment and added some weight, some grass. And put it all the way in that ditch. All right, let's see if Julie can get one. I think she's overcooked this one too. She's just going to get saved by hitting Bill's ball. All right, let's get back to that first one. The first one was really good. She didn't need to do anything different than that first one. This looks a little bit more like it. Yeah, just a little short. All right, here's Bill. Down a couple. It's a little short here. Not too bad. Maybe a yard at most. Peter, big red bowls here. Looks like a pretty good effort here. Be a little heavy, but it should be in a nice bowl. Might hit that bowl. Yeah, real nice. Nice bowl there. All right, Bill just needs to add a yard. He had a good road.
in the count.
Yeah, great adjustment by Bill. Might be shot.
Come on, Norma. Come on, Norma.
Worst, he's second.
Okay. Well, how far am I through?
Peter's going to try something similar. He could even sit on his own ball, and that'll work out pretty well, actually. I mean, he could take a little off, but even if he did the same thing and sat right there, it would be fine. Just ticked the jack. Nearly. He happened to hit it sideways, so Bill's got the shot with it. I think it was close before. Bill, again, if his last ball is shot and doesn't want to do much more, I mean, he's probably 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet at most short. So he can afford to add just a little bit. Just came a little narrow. That was, you could see that was perfect weight. If he just would have been out just a hair, could have played it out just a hair so he could get around it. Peter's going to have a look. So a quick look while we're waiting at the other Newport Oaks North game. Again, Newport has to win both this game and the other game next door in order to win the title. It will not do them any good to win this game that we're watching. So in the other game, after 3 ends, it's Newport 2, Oaks North 1.
Hey, they've had a few drinks, dude. Okay. More grass, less weight.
All right, here comes Peter, trying to see if he can outdraw Bill here. I think he's come up a little short. It's a pretty decent effort. He's just a little short. One more for Newport. So up 2-1 in this game, and in the other game for that matter. So, big thank you to Laguna Woods Lawn Bowling Club for letting us not just play here, but allowing us to live stream. We've got a fair amount of equipment and things, and they didn't seem to have a problem with it. It's very kind of them. So I have Gary Barnes sitting next to me, our producer, and the brains behind this. Joan Armontes is now taking complete control of the cameras. And Steve Thumbs Up is very happy that she has done so. Also have Sheila Conti running around trying to keep Roger's back out of the camera. And I'm your announcer. Okay, Hall of Famer, Scott Roberts.
Yes.
Come on now. I wonder if that's just what's going to happen now that I say it, and then people are just going to start applauding.
Hall of Fame.
All right. Bill's first, a little narrow. Roger's undeterred, is going to play that hand anyways.
It's a beautiful ball, Rod.
Look at that.
Pretty good opener here. Good ball by Roger. Really nice. Jack high, a couple feet away offline, but not terrible since he kind of wanted to stay away from Bill's ball out there.
This is their social.
All right, here's Bill. Needs to take a little more grass. A little bit more of both. A little more grass, a little more weight. Just a little short. See if Roger can do it again. Kind of split these two green bowls here. How would you call it? An aqua. I'd call it an aqua. Green, aqua. Yeah, he's a little narrow again. A little narrow and short. I wonder if that's going to have Bill switch over. It might be right in his way. Let's see.
Either way, you can play either way.
Yeah, I agree with Bill Broll's call of just letting Bill Buchanan do whichever way he wants, but Buchanan's going to switch hands. It needs to be positive, though, if he's going to play this way. He's been short with both his bowls. It really needs to be up. Not far away. It's a pretty good shot here. Very good. Very good bowl. Take a shot away. All right. See what Roger's going to do. He's going to stick with that hand. Needs to have some grass. Get back on that first weight. All right, here's Roger. Did he take the grass? Is he going to hit that pop and chop lie? He's going to get the jack. Oh. I got some of the jack, and I think enough of it to get shot. Still made a lot of room to draw now. It really needs to make it all the way down. And with the jack was the tee, now it's maybe let's say at most a yard from the ditch. Probably more like 2.5 feet. Not a lot of room to draw and get behind it. See what Julie can do here.
Yeah, just trying to beat this ball. This is a shot.
Julie a little heavy. And kind of natural to do when you're trying to add it here. Let's see what Irene can do. Well, there's a lot of room to draw to get shot, but not a lot of room for error.
Come on, keep coming. Oh, good effort.
I think the music's finally stopped. That inner soundtrack I had has stopped, so I'm wondering why that pounding in my head went away. Now I know. There's Julie again. A little bit of an overcorrection.
Okay, add 1 yard.
Irene had a pretty good line. She just, as Peter here saying, just need to add a yard. That'll get her shot. Fortunately, 8 feet gets her in the ditch, unfortunately, so you got a good weight control. It's a pretty good weight. If she can get might need a little action on her own. Just not enough.
Around it.
All right. All right, there's Julie. See, she's got a better line to get all the way around this head here and come all the way down. Is she going to clear this green one? Then she should be in good shape. Just trying. Yeah. Pretty good effort there. Don't know if it quite made it for shot, but it's close. Worse at second.
Low.
All right, here's Irene again with her last effort. She's a little narrow, but she's going to squeak. No, she's going to. Well, it's quite the head. Peter's having a look-see here before he goes up. See if he's holding or not. It's close, though. Bill will be first. Bill's set up a little nicer for Bill, I think. He's got Julie on the running surface. He could just play around, follow the line that Julie had, which would be his backhand. I would think that's the way he's going to, he's the way he's coming. His backhand being the lefty. And just try and draw weight. He's even got Julie he could push in. It just needs a tapper and guarantee that it's a shot. It's one of those things that the elites practice, is drawn to the ditch. Just a little heavy.
If it was safer just to sit
Update in the other score. 2 points by Newport in the fourth end. So in that game, Newport's 4, Oaks North 1. Again, Newport has to win that game and this game in order to win the title. On the split, and Oaks North takes it. All right. See, Peter's going to try this same hand too. I was wondering what he was going to do. The head's not set up very nicely for him. It shocked me if he kind of went up narrow and punched to try and push up Irene's balls, which I think is what he was trying to do. Kind of did hit one of hers, which is good. It just didn't go forward straight. It went off on the side. So it's kind of made it an interesting. Made it a little interesting for Bill, but he's got another angle that he can work off of to come in. Kind of gave him an edge bowl. So, let's see if Bill can make the slight adjustment to his weight to come in. It's got to stop, and he's got a great bowl here. Yeah, there's the shot by Bill. That's really good there. Kind of fell the wrong way, but he still got it. It's 1 or 2, and he's got the best position. Not looking as good for Peter to try and do the promotion. He's only got a couple trying to come up the middle here. He might still try it. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, this is close,
Oh, yeah. That's a nice try, just not a little edge. He's just got so many bowls to try, and I think he'd be better off trying to come off go wide and go off the inside of his own blue one, but it's dicey with that gray one right there. Bill's got a free swing. He could just do the same thing again. He's got the gray bowl he could touch, and that'll get it in for second. And just, kind of one of the things Bill wanted to talk about is you cannot fail. Just make sure that you get it there. Yeah, another good bowl here by Bill. That's even the shot. So it should be 2 and a measure now. And he's kind of kept Peter from trying to do that little punch-up shot that he was trying. I don't think he can do it now.
I just don't want to take away the black.
Exactly.
Come in. This would be good. And this one is the baby draw.
Even if you just land on this bowl, you cut it.
Yeah, but I've got to contend with that one. I don't want to play. I think I've got to come through this one.
So Peter's talking to Roger and was trying to say, kind of what I was saying. He's really nervous about trying to play the forehand, his forehand being a right-handed, because he's worried about pushing that gray one up and in. So he must think that it's not in the count, or else he wouldn't be worried about it. If the gray one's in the count, who cares if you hit it? But he's going to try and do the backhand and try and kind of go up the middle and see if he can do a chop lie on either the blue bowl, maybe the red bowl, or push into the purple bowl. So this should have a little bit of juice to it. And here it comes. Oh, that was interesting because he hit the jack. I think he got shot out of it. It should be. It should be 1 because Bill's isn't a toucher.
But I think. Which one's the toucher? Oh.
It should be 1 for Peter. That's a great shot. So he hit the jack, but the jack hit Bill's bowl and knocked Bill's in to the ditch. So Bill's bowl is out. So that means that Peter just delivered as the toucher, and that's good for 1. So that was a great shot. I didn't see. It's rare that you see somebody hit a jack that actually moves a bowl. But with these indoor little, this outdoor heavier jacks, I think they're trying to eyeball to see if it's 2, but.
For 2. Well, time.
Bill and Peter are wondering what's going on. It's like, well, they're wondering to see if it's 2. And it's like, well, measure it and see if it's 2. So they're finally going to measure it and see if it's 2. Just 1, though. Well, good shot by Peter. So 1 for Oaks North to tie it up 2-2. And like I said, I knew this was going to be a good game, and it's been a barn burner. You've seen great shots by both Peter and Bill. And Peter had a good shot, but he also got a pretty fortunate result. I mean, I don't think he had the... I think he was just trying to cut it down. I mean, hitting the jack is great, but you would think it would go in the ditch. It'd be 1 for him. But of all things, it hits the jack into Bill's bowl, which is enough to knock it's one thing to hit a jack to move a bowl and have it kind of tip over, but to have it move like a foot or 2 feet, essentially, and knock it all the way in the ditch is pretty wild. But that's what happened. I saw the jack hitting that ball. I thought, oh, great shot, Peter, but unlucky that you hit that ball with the jack. But, 1, the jack didn't rebound, because if it rebounds, it goes to Bill, and he would have had shot. Instead, it just kind of hit it, knocked it, took all the momentum directly, and then just stayed there. So, ended up being 1 for Peter. That's one you won't see every day. All right, so 2-2 after 4. As expected, very close, a very good game. I think you'll see a lot of 1s. Nobody will be getting big numbers unless somebody's gambling, I don't think. All right. Pulled the mat up about a yard. I think he's about a yard, maybe 2 yards short of the tee. And Roger kind of getting the shorts again. See if wait for Bill to kind of find his form here. It's a pretty good effort here. Yeah, good ball there by Bill. Nice ball there. Roger needing 2 yards. Good adjustment here by Roger. Great adjustment by Roger. Just past the jack. Nice ball though. But Bill's still holding 1. Bill switched hands here. Yeah, a little heavy. I think he's better served by just sticking with the same hand and just kind of rolling. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you bowl a great bowl. I don't see why you switch hands. That just adds too many variables to the mix. Rogers kind of missed the line, really. If you look at his bowl, he's been narrowed twice. So it really just needs to take extra grass, and I think it'll come out right for him. Then see, he finished again in the same line. He just was heavier a couple yards through. Bill's going to try. He had the line, and see if he can adjust this weight back down to his first one. Yeah, pretty good. Again, I just don't know why he switched. All right, it's open draw for Irene. She's got room. Bill's probably 2 feet away. She can get that smoothed away. Let's see what happens. Oh, pretty good. Oh, look at that. What a shot. Nice ball there. Worked out. Used that ball that was there. Julia probably followed down. Come in on her backhand. Should be a nice positive jack or bowl shot. Flying it through in that little gap between those bowls. Gets either the jack or the bowl. A little bit positive. I was tracking. Maybe just a little narrow hitting that ball knowing it was there. I was going to say. Peter's trying to tell her. He's trying to convince Irene to switch hands, but she's trying to say, yeah, you got the shot out of it, but you were heavy and narrow, so make sure that you make an adjustment. And you didn't draw to this spot. It's important to know that when you're not just saying, well, this is where it is now, I got to do the same thing. It's knowing this is where it went. This was the path of your bowl. You need to adjust it. And she's essentially done the same thing. She came heavy and narrow. She basically threw the same bowl twice. She just didn't have a bowl to stop her that time. Now, Julie's got that ball out of her way, and she wants something similar. Jack or bull shot here on the backhand. I think she's a little heavy here. Yeah, she added some weight.
Come the same way. Anything a little short is fine.
And Peter's asked for something short. I think he'd be better served by having her just make sure you finish on the right side of the green here. Just take too much grass, if anything. Because if they're playing the other hand, they're playing jack or bull, they're going to push it to that back right corner if the jack moves, and you don't have anything there. She almost made it around the corner, but kind of put it in the quadrant. She ended up jack high, so Julie trying to get back on the line. She was not far away with her first one. She really needs something more like that. She kind of really missed that second one. Let's see what happens here. She might, yeah, I think she overcorrected. So the first one was close, and then the second one she missed her line, and then the third one she overcorrected because she was so wide on the second.
Just play it wide.
All right, so in the other game, Oaks North has now got a 2, so it's 4-3. Newport 4, Oaks North 3 after 5 ends. And that game's, again, just about half an end ahead of this one. They're moving at a similar pace. Alright. Peter holding 1. I think looks like he's just going to try and draw one here.
Nice ball, Phil.
Kind of got one in that little pile over there. And Bill's got this little jack or bull shot that he could try. I think he'd be more on the... for starters, he should do that, I think. Because you don't want to be short here when you're down. But Bill's such a good draw bowler. He usually is thinking draw, draw, draw. Well, he ended up in that back right corner, but he wasn't particularly close, and he knows it. Kind of wondering what he did there. Peter with another draw here. Put another ball on that side. Or just kind of hanging a little bit. I would explain both of their bowls. Well, I don't think wants as much pace as he had that last time. And it looks like he's taking way too much grass here. Yeah, weight's kind of decent, but he's just way offline. Both of them actually have been playing it pretty wide here. And Peter again. This looks like a better effort if he's up. Yeah, pretty good ball. Just kind of sliding away. Yeah, a little bit out of the count, I think. All right, Bill's due for a good shot here. Very rare for him to miss 3. It just looks really high to me. I don't know if it's going to come back. It's trying to fight back. It's trying to fight back. It's just not fighting back enough. Yep. Came back some of the way, but not all the way. Well, it's going to be at least 1 for Oaks North. They're going to look at the rest. Get 2 out now. Three out. Might be a ball in this fourth one.
Is she really? And it is. Thank you. That's what I thought. Thank you.
Big 4 for Oaks North there. So 6-2 now after 5 ends. Huge end. 2 of those bowls were Peter. And Bill's gone for a walk. A little frustrated he couldn't get one close. It's tough when you've got a 1-1-1-1 game and then you give up a number. That makes it hard.
Played that side really nice before, Roger.
All right, here's Roger. Really, that's one of the other things. When you get a big number like that, you want to take away hope. And so you've already got your opponent on the ropes. The best way to do that is have that first bowl be a stunner. Roger didn't do it there, but consequently, if you're Bill here, you want to try and put one right in to say, we'll just get it right back. And here's a good bowl by Bill Buchanan. Look at this shot. Great bowl there. See, that kind of has the opposite momentum effect. Now it's like, okay, we give a big number and Bill just says, I don't care, I'm just pouring them in. There's Roger. Look at this. Oh, everything but a toucher. Good bowl by Roger. A solid second. Nearly got shot. That's a great bowl there. And Bill kind of felt obligated to make Buchanan switch. But he's been having a little trouble switching. But otherwise, she's driving the jack right to Roger. So that was the time to switch. And he wasn't bad on the line. Just needs to control the weight back to his first. Back to Roger again. He wants to do something very similar like his last one. And see if he can get that jack or the bull. Happened to go right between them last time. He's not far away this time. Just on the outside of that bull. Another great shot.
It's tied over there.
Alright, here's Bill again. I think he's overcooked this one also. Okay, over to Irene now. After Bill Buchanan put both his in the back, his last two. So here's Irene, still down 1, but got bowls on either side from Roger, so a pretty good head for them. Just want to be trying to be up to it and try and get any kind of jack movement. It would favor you from either hand. And Mr. Line. And here's Julie. Pretty good effort here. Pretty good opener considering, because she doesn't want any jack movement if she can help it. I mean, it's going to be hard to get another shot in there without having it, but so for an opener, it's pretty good. See if Irene can get back on her line. She had really good weight in the last one. Just needs to get that line. Pretty good effort here. Looks like a real good bowl by Irene. great bull. Dead draw toucher. Wonderful shot there. With the way the head's set up, it's set up really nicely for Oaks North now. Julie needs to fix that and quick. Yeah, it's fine. Got it behind. That's the one danger that that I don't know if Peter knows or cares about, is they're down 3 in the back right now. But after Irene just played that one and the head favoring them, better off just having her do the same. Yeah, she's going to come up a little short here, and she didn't need to. Alright, Julie really needs to kind of turn this head around. She didn't do something to it. It's not in their favor at all. They're down. Down and don't have any position. Just kind of ticked her own over. Oaks North is sitting on the shot, and they've got the wing too, so any kind of movement of the jack is just going to go from them to them. So, and it's going to be hard for somebody to hit the jack and go with it straight. It's almost a 2-bull problem, unless you can take the bull out clean, but that's going to be hard to do, to get the bull without moving the jack, especially on a fast green, fast surface like this. It's almost for sure they're going to move. Because she's, Irene drew it right next to it and still touching it. It's kind of almost not necessarily leaning on it, but definitely touching it. Peter, really dangerous, just the back. I don't know if he's going to come for it, but he's a little exposed back there. Really, really good shot by Peter. Wow. Turned it to 4 down just like that. Great control. Bill with a good shot here. Yeah, kind of loosened it up a little bit. It was a nice bull and cut it down. 1 or 2 here. Cut it to 1. Great shot by Bill. I mean, Peter had a great shot and Bill answered him. It was 2 really, really good players. Yeah, Peter covering the back now. Let's see what Bill's thinking here. Oh, Bill got a piece of Irene there. I don't think that's what it wanted.
Yeah, right. There's the water thing that you made. I can't get the top. Sorry, Mom.
All right.
Irene.
All right. Here comes Peter. I think he's going to try the forehand, see if he can come up to Irene's, just kind of sit right there. He's got a lot of the position here. And pushed Irene in for another shot. Good bull. Bill's really up against it. I mean, he's got the 2 best backs. If he wants to just kind of flail at it, they're really in bad shape now. And the odds are if he hits something, a bull's going to go back too. All right, good shot at Julie's behind. Yeah, he's coming with a little weight here. Come up the middle. Yep, he managed to do it. Good shot there. Hit a ball into the jack and move the jack back. Should be good for 2. Yep, should be 2 for them. Yeah, that danger I kind of saw from the beginning, was just where they had nothing in the back, and then Peter put that one, but it kind of split the triangle. He didn't go for best back, and so it gave the opening to Bill to come through with weight, and Bill hit the target and managed to get a nice little bounce, even if the jack would have gone through. So 2 for Newport, cutting the lead to 6-4 after 6. Newport with the mat again. 4 ends to go. And the other game is Newport 4, Oaks North 4 after 6. Once again, Newport needs to win both games in order to take the title here at the Waterbury All-League Championship. Yeah, Bill, a little short there. Good road, a little short. Kind of long-ish, medium long. He's got the mat pretty close to the tee. As Roger, he's probably a pretty solid bull here for his opener. Yeah, pretty good opener there. A little narrow, but the weight's very good. Maybe just a foot or 2 behind. Bill's got a good road, but just needs to adjust his weight. Got Mr. Brault's attention. It's pretty close. Yeah, good bull there. Good bull there. Perfect weight. Just a touch narrow. That's Roger. And tried to adjust the line here. And I think he got the line right. He just overcooked the weight. Yeah, he's pretty close to center line, pretty much right on it. Just a couple yards through. There's Bill again. Is he going to be all the way up? Another one all the way up. Yeah, it's a good shot there by Bill. Should be holding 2, I believe. I think Roger's switching now. Gonna try his backhand. He could try it with just a little overdraw on the jack or bull here, but see if it's gonna come back all the way. Oh. Kept that out a little bit too much, so still 2 for Newport at the moment. And Julie trying her backhand. Really doesn't need jack move, it just wants to add to the head. It looks like she's done it. Great bull there. That's 3 now. All right, here's Julie. She really wants to kind of be positive and playing through. Alright, there's Julie again. Looks pretty good. Oh, great bowl by Julie there. Another good bowl. Alright. Here's Irene. Looks like they're down 4 in a pretty tight head. Really needs to kind of be up. And this is the right hand. I like it, but it just needs to hit the target. You get that wide target of hitting any one of those 4 bowls or the jack. Anything in that pile is a good shot. Okay, pretty good bowl. Got one in the head. Cut it to 3. Guys are kind of getting into the game and forgetting about the camera. It's been kind of happening the whole time. Alright, Julie's trying to come a little narrow and trying to push into those 3, but she's come up a little high. Or at least she got it all the way back. Got best back out of it. Yeah. Peter's just wanting her to play like a couple yards through. Get it on the bend and hit any one of those 3-shot bowls. So, similar to what you did the last time. A little narrower and a little heavier. Because you want to try and get some action and push anything. This looks good. This is a really good bowl here. This has got a good chance to do something. 2 bowls and the jack. Great shot there. Really turned that head over there. Might still be 1 for Newport. But a good shot there. Good call by Peter. And a good execution by Irene. I mean, she wasn't flying. She wasn't flying at it. She didn't need to be flying at it. She didn't want to be flying at it. She wanted that kind of weight with just kind of just a couple yards at most so she could hit. And because she was a couple yards, instead of just hitting 1 bowl, she hit 2 bowls. She pushed 2 bowls kind of out of the way. And because she hit 2 bowls, she kind of stuck right there. She had a lot of options of bowls she could hit to cut it down and get herself into the picture. All right. So I think I'm not too sure about the head, but it can't be more than 1 either way. Bill was really struggling trying to draw on his forehand on this, going this direction. See what he's got here. Good bowl there. Popped Irene right on out. And a couple ways shot there. He could have pushed his own in, or he could have slipped like that one did and knocked that one through. I think they're back to holding 3, I think, now. Peter's coming with weight. I haven't seen too much of this from him. He's trying to hit the jack. I think he's trying to hit either the jack or the bowl there. But I don't know. I think he'd be better served by trying to do a draw on the forehand. I just don't know if he sees it. Might be worried about that bowl in front. So Peter's been up for every task. I mean, that 2 in the last end was the most he gave up. Gave a bunch of 1s in the last game. A lot of it is him being able to cut down with any shot you want, either weight or yard on. So he's to the test now. There's Bill. Kind of floated one around the back. Not too bad there. On the defense. I don't know if Peter's going to try it again, or if he's going to just try this draw. I think he's better served by doing the draw, honestly. Yeah, this is more a draw. This one floats around and just underneath that pocket of bowls. If you just drop down under that, it'd be well served. Just hit the outside of it. Hits the inside of that bowl and then cuts it down and gets close for shot. Sure, Bill's just looking to draw and try and add to it. I don't think he's. Looks like he's taking a lot of grass here. Let's see if it comes back. Yeah, not quite. Weight's pretty good. I don't know if it came back to get in the count. I don't think so.
Yeah, my weight, if I hit back, are you sure I won't hit it? How many we down? 2 or 3? Good? 3 down? It don't matter. Doesn't matter. Catch.
And they're conversing. Peter's going to try this same shot and just try and slip underneath that ball. He's pretty sure he's 3 down. Roger wasn't so sure. He was looking at it. Peter just needs to float around this front ball. He's done that. Now we'll make it all the way. Just turned away too much. Just out of the screen here. Alright, so. Well, Newport's going to score. Just a question of how much now. And 3 it is. 3 for Newport. So they leapfrog Oaks North and take the lead 7-6. Meanwhile, in the other game, in the 7th end, Newport got a 2 to take a 6-4 lead. So as it stands right now, if it hangs on, then Newport will take the title. They need to win both games. Both games have 3 ends to go.
He knows what's going to happen.
So we're 7-6 here after 7. There's Bill, a little short.
Over. Yes. Here, run.
Alright, see if Roger can make it all the way to the jack here. Kind of similar, the opposite situation when they came the last time. Roger just got in the 4. Came up short. And then Bill nutted it and turned it around. And now the opposite has happened. Let's see who gets there first.
That's better. It's not good, but it's better. Got 2 yards, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, drive.
Again, you just can't be short here. You just can't be short in these situations, especially that short. Roger's first bowl is much better than Bill's 2 bowls there. If Roger can cut the weight a little bit and get shot here.
Hold on, Rod.
Yeah, this is a great bowl here. There's a shot just about a foot behind. Bill really needs to add these 2. Now he's got something like a little backstop that he could come to that, play it as a jack or bull shot just to make sure he gets up and through. It's like a good effort here. It's a good adjustment by Bill. There it is. Great shot, Bill. Nice bull there. Let's see if Roger can do the same back. Just hung it out. So here's a case where, I mean, Buchanan and Newport's holding, but Oaks North's got all the position. They got everything behind. So they really need to get something behind here. Julie's just got to be reaching and arriving. Even if she's a yard through, that wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, this is not what you want. Don't want another short one like this. All right, one bowl, and it just turns his head all the way over. Yeah, I mean, Peter's even calling it and saying she's kind of, Julie's even gave like a winger. That's something that Irene can come off of and get to the jack. It's only going to help her if she's playing it positive. Yeah. Irene played that pretty well, just a little high. And Bill's not even messing around. He just wants Julie to just put her in a back bowl. They're 4 down in the back right now. And other than shot ball, they got nothing from the jack back, so they need to have something. Looks like Julie's executed that pretty well. Kind of split the 4. Irene trying to try something very similar, just a little narrower. It's nice and positive. See if she can hit that jack or the bull. Just sliding into the gray or using it to redirect her to the jack. I don't know if she threw this. I think she's short here. She need to be, again, like the last one, like 2 or 3 yard shoe. And that's the shortest bowl yet. Let's see if Julie can get back on the draw here. Yeah, a little bit of a cover. Good line. Irene really needs to be up positive. Her first one was very good. It's exactly kind of what you want. She just, I don't know what she was, just took a lot off that second one. Yeah, and here she's just missed her line. She's got the weight again. She just kind of again played it on the, almost like a draw. I mean, really you want it to be underneath and come across the head in order to hit the jack or the bull, and she laid it out. So the game, Oaks North now has got another 2, so that's 6-6 after 8. Obviously the 2 ends left to go. It's definitely nip and tuck in both of these games here. One tied and one a 1-point game. All right, Newport holding 1. Here's Bill Brault. Got a tick on Julie. Got it close to the head. I think he would have been dead in there if he didn't nudge Julie. So, yeah, Roger says it's 2, so it's good enough for second. I wonder if Peter's going to try the shot he had Irene do. Just kind of trying this weighty jack or bull shot. Go right and ride that little rail of the gray and the purple, or come right to the green or the jack. He's close. Oh, wow. Great shot. He just didn't get paid. That was crazy. That was crazy. I mean, to hit that ball, it doesn't move even, and to go through the hole. I mean, it just kind of, it didn't even sit up. It just kind of just shrugged it off. like a kicker trying to tackle an offensive lineman. I just kind of went, ugh. Here's Bill. Another promotion. Definitely 2, maybe 3. Maybe. I wonder if Peter's going to try it again. I mean, I don't even know how he missed the last time. Well, I think he's missed his line this time unless he gets an edge and in on that side. Nope, didn't quite get it. If he would have hit the inside half of that ball, that might have made it interesting. I think Bill's thinking about coming all the way to the back to prevent against a full drive. Yeah, Bill's playing a little defense here. He just wants to keep it on the green and make sure he's got best back, but let's see if he's done it. It's going to be close. Yeah, he succeeded. So if that jack goes all the way to the dish somehow, I don't know about the tee. I don't know if he got the tee or not. Let's see if Peter's going to try it again. His first attempt was incredibly close, less so on his second. But I think he's trying it again here. He's got to be underneath this little row of bulls here. I just kind of promoted the gray one of Julie's. Might have put another one in the count. Well, Bill put Peter to the test and said, go get it, and Peter wasn't up for it this time. I got at least 3 out. Now they're going to be looking at the 4th one. No quitting. The Buchanan's and Brault here after giving up that 4 to go down 6-2. They've now got a 2-4 a 2, a 3, and then potentially at least another 3 and maybe another 4 or more. Another 3. 3 it is, so it's 10-6 now, Newport after 8 with 2 ends to go. Peter really just kind of got robbed on that first attempt at that jack or bull shot. I still can't quite figure out how that didn't either move that bull with the weight that he had, for it to just kind of glance, even to tip it up halfway, it kind of shocks me. I mean, to see that on one hand where that didn't move, and that earlier we saw a bull hit a jack and knock it 6 feet. Or 6 feet, 2 feet, and put it in the ditch. Let's not exaggerate. Let's not go crazy. All right, Bill's got the mat up probably about a yard, and you can see the jack is just shy of the tee here. At the front end, too, really important. Whoever gets there first, you really want to get there first. I mean, Bill can really start closing the door here. I mean, if Newport were to get a score here, I mean, they're up 4 right now with 2 to go. Even just holding them to 1 is a huge thing, so that's why you really want to make sure this is pretty good. Being behind in play, it's a good opener. If you're Oaks North, you can't mess around. No blanks. Can't throw bulls in the ditch. Can't be short. You have no time to, any blanks you've thrown, those are the last blanks you have. You're out of them now. Roger with a pretty solid opener. Yeah, both guys with good opening bulls. Just a couple feet behind. Roger a little bit better on the line. All right, there's Bill again. He's taking a little more grass, but I think he's added a little more weight. And it's going to go all the way in. Yep. All right, Roger, I think if you're Roger, you just want to do the same thing. Don't try and mess around with it. It's hard to take off 2 feet and only 2 feet. More likely end up taking off 2 yards when you're trying not to take off 2 feet. Let's see what he does. Yeah, good ball by Roger. That's well done. That's not easy. Mr. Buchanan, see if you can correct. Get one in there. Time to be coming in. Just not high enough. Good weight. Let's see if Roger's got a third one in the mix. It's one of his better ends. 2 really, really solid bowls here. I just turn away and go over to Bill's other 2. Not bad. Not bad. 3 pretty good bowls by Roger. 2 really, really good ones. All right. Good time for Julie to find life here. Get one in. Bill's got Bill's attention. Looking good. Looking really good. It's going to sit on that bowl. Oh, just missed, but a great effort. Really, really solid close third. Nearly. Here's Irene. Peter was calling for her to kind of come with weight and trying to push through, but it hasn't been her strongest suit. He wanted to try and find that little mix and get to that bowl between those 2 bowls. See if Julie can do it this time. She didn't miss by much. I would just tell her just try the same thing, which I think was what Bill did. Just don't change anything. He barely missed. Here it comes again. This looks really good again. Look at this. It's just an absolute stunner by Julie. Just drawn right between those 2 bowls to get shot. Drop it in right behind the jack. That is an excellent, excellent bowl. An absolute dart. Peter calling for Irene to kind of do that nice pressing shot. He's been wanting her to try and do for parts here and there. It's been a bit of a challenge for her. See if she can get it there this time. She's got a good road. Got into Rogers. Oh, just didn't get paid. Good bowl though by Irene. Good bowl by Irene. Cut it to 1. But still, that's 1 too many if you're Oaks North. Julie again. Just switching hands because it doesn't want to pop up Irene, so it just should be on the draw. Get the inside half of that bowl would be great. Or square is also great. Wow, it didn't move it much, but that's another good bowl on the head. And again, Peter wants her to kind of play on through, trying to hit jack or bull from that position, see if she can squirt that jack over to her own. Got to stay positive here. You're down in the match, down in the head. Can't afford to be short, trying to do little draw things. You got to be positive and pushing. Yeah, she's short. Bill should be looking for where the danger is, and Peter's looking at the opportunity. So I think that danger's in that back corner where Bill's walking to now, right where he's standing. Wouldn't shock me if Bill put one all the way kind of into that back right corner, because he knows the shot Peter's going to play. That's probably what he was calling for. So here's Bill, and I think he is going to that corner. Just trying to get anything in that quadrant, anything behind the jack and on that side is probably what he's going for, and I think that's what he's done. So in the other game, Oaks North has got another 2, has now taken 8-6 lead after 9 going home. Again, Oaks North just needs to win one of these 2 games to win the title. All right, here's Peter. Again, he's going to try that shot he was asking Irene to do, just kind of trying to come in. Got an edge and hit that. Didn't quite get to the shot ball. What Bill's going to try and do there, he's kind of got that corner covered now. It's going to be hard for it to go straight back. I think he might just be on the draw here. Just going to go his forehand. There's been a tendency to kind of hang this out. This looks like a really good bowl here. It needs to come over a little more. Yeah, kind of finished. It might be right in the line. Blocking him from the shot.
All we care about is second shot. Nothing aggressive.
Let's see what Peter does here. They just have best back, but
Okay, I like it.
What do you see?
It's on your left.
Just drawing. Leave the jack alone.
okay. I'm not exactly sure what Peter's trying. I think he might be just trying to come with weight. I mean, that ball can't stay. Yeah, he doesn't like it, so let's see what happens. I think he came out a little high. It's going to change something. Well, he's got a couple in the back, but
Julie, is that your ball back there now? Over there.
so now Julie's ball got shoved to the back in that corner, so now he's got a couple in there. I think Bill might be trying something similar, just trying to get another one in the corner. I mean, the one thing that Peter does have is he's got 2 back balls, those 2 red ones. But Bill's kind of put one in the mix now on the other side, almost literally right in front of where you could just make it out where Roger's pants are. Yeah, they're discussing the head. Let's see what happens.
We're down 2, last end. Yeah.
So, not sure. Bill had a nice shot. You can see now Bill's shot, if he comes all the way back. I mean, that was one of the options that Peter had, was just to try and kill it. And if he kills it, he would have had 2. Because he's, want to be helpful for him, but he can't go one down here. So he's trying to look for some kind of action. You see him pointing like he wants to hit the jack and have it spring. Yeah.
Come on, Lou.
Yeah, Bill's kind of hoping he gets that blue one because that's the only one. That's a danger also that Roger has, or rather Peter has. If Peter comes with weight and he happens to hit his own, that blue one out, then clean, then he's given up a big number. And this thing's pretty much over. Shaking hands. And he's coming with some weight on the backhand, trying to get some kind of action. That didn't quite get it. Probably it's just going to be 1 though. Let's see. one it is for Newport to take a 5-point lead going home, 11-6. Trying to look at the other game to see what's going on. They've turned the board around, but Oaks North was up 2. The Skips are playing at the moment. So I'm trying to keep an eye on the other game. I'm not quite sure because I don't know the bowls as to who's holding what's going on. But I know Newport was down 2. And I think they might be holding 1. Alright, the jack is set for the last end of the game you're watching. I'm also trying to keep an eye on this game to see what's going on here. Bill, not bad. It's a little short. I mean, really, they're up 5. They just want to get balls in the head and nothing short, and that goes for both teams. I mean, if you're Roger, you can't afford to be short at all. There's a bit of groaning on the other rink because I think Newport was holding 1, and Howard had put 1 semi-close, but not close enough. Mike Ruggles, the other skip, was trying to draw it around it and happened to hit Howard's bowl to knock it all the way in for a shot. So now it's Oaks North holding 1. Up 2 on the board and up 1 in the head. So, yeah, in this game, Bill with another good ball, and Roger just really can't be 3 yards short here when you got to get a 5. Even if you're on the tee, you're much better off than being 3 yards short. So, another good shot there by Roger. Made up for the first one with the toucher there, but now if you're Bill, don't be afraid of it. Keep positive all the way through. Even if you're 2 yards through, it's okay. You just want to be bowls in the head and behind. There's a really solid second there. It's going to be hard to outdraw Bill right there for a 5. So the one thing for Brault's team is to go undefeated. They're 3-0 and then leading this one by 5. Let's see if Roger can't afford to be short. He's going to be positive, work on his own bowl, trying to get all the way up. Good effort there. That's another solid bowl. So Bill trying to call Julie to make sure that she plays it through and stays positive. Even if she hits any of these, it's okay. It's only going to help the cause. Yeah, got another solid second. Now all I got to do is kind of protect the back, and that should be it. But the other game, so here's Irene. The other game, Mike Ruggles is down to his last bowl, and I think he needs to have a little jack movement in order to get a drag for 2 or 3. And it's Irene. She's got it to the back. That groan you hear was Mike Ruggles just missing it. He put it right between the bowl and the jack. Came very close to getting the drag that he needed. So Oaks North wins that game, and they'll win this championship regardless of what this match is. So we're going to stay here obviously and bring you the last of this game as we're finishing. But Oaks North is definitely the Waterbury champion.
For the second year in a row.
defending their title from last year. All right, Julie with a good ball there. That's exactly what you want. Just get something to cover the back. Bill with a good call. They're kind of playing this out at this point. It's going to be tough for it to be a 5. And Irene's coming up a little short here. Okay, here's Julie with her last bowl of the day. Just trying to have anything behind the jack is all you want, I think. I think she's just going to come up a little short. Irene's last bowl. Pretty good ball there by Irene. All right, now just the skips, but this is kind of academic. Going to be hard to get a 5 here, even though they're holding 1. Bill just kind of trying to stay away from everything. He doesn't really need to do anything, so just kind of floating it up high. All right, finish up this last stand. So while we're finishing up, big thanks again to Laguna Woods Lawn Bowling Club for having us out here. The producer, Gary Barnes, our camera people, Montes, Joan and Steve, Sheila for keeping Roger out of the picture. I know Scott Roberts. Got our last couple balls here. Bill just trying to draw one at this second. That's the whole thing. Really, the match. I mean, I don't really see a 5, and I don't know if Peter really cares. I think he's just trying to draw. All right, last ball for each from here. I think Oaks North has got 2. Bill drives, hits it, and goes back to 2. I think Bill didn't really see any danger and no way to get a 5, so. Peter's trying to see if there's any way he can get a 5 out of this, and I think the answer is there isn't. Bill just wanted to, figured he'd drive and see if he could get the jack all the way back to his, but it happened to get a little tangled, so he's 2 down. But he does still have best back. There's nothing really he can promote. Nothing. He's got multiple bulls he'd have to try and get rid of. He could try and get rid of. I mean, he's got a. Bill's purple bowl that you see there just off on the side is kind of wedged. It'd be really difficult. He'd have to push that one all the way through, clean, and then stay, and then he could get 4 or 5.
Have me take it with my camera too.
they're all kind of into the match, so we're not getting a good view of it. But Peter's got one chance to try and come across head, see if he can get the Bills bowl, the purple, push it in and clean through. And he's not too far away, but far enough away. So 2 for the last for Oaks North. They'll lose this one 11-8, but they'll win the championship. So thank you all for joining us here for live streaming here at Laguna Woods. On behalf of everybody here at the live streaming crew, thanks very much. I think the next broadcast is going to be the 5-man All-Star in mid-November. Switch over to the Bowls USA Facebook page if you want more content, because I personally will be working with the Bowls USA crew every single day during the U.S. Open to broadcast there. So thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.